It's a form of a right triangle where the ground wall are the leg, and also the ladder is the hypotenuse. This wall ground is also A and B. With the Pythagorean theorem, we can easily use this in the maritime navigation. Calculate how high the ladder reach or how far it comes from the wall. What is Pythagorean theorem? The Pythagorean theorem is the fundamental rule in geometry stating that for any right angle triangle, the area of the square on the longest side is also hypotenuse and equal the sum of the areas of the square on the other two sides. It is expressed as a squared plus b squared equals c squared, where c is the hypotenuse and a and b are the other side. Imagine a ship travel not in a straight line, but moving east and left, forming a right angle. Instead of sailing on paths separately, we can calculate the shortest direct route using the Pythagorean theorem. This theorem stated that in a right triangle, the square of the longest side of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other sides. I'll show you how the visual illustrations work. Word example. If we have a triangle, this is triangle is called a right triangle, by the way. That right triangle lang, value may 12 and question. Based on the high search, a fundamental concept in the geometry that describes the relationship between the three sides 12x squared, 10x squared. Hypotenuse should be c and the other side can be b or a. A squared plus b squared equals c squared, or c squared equal a squared plus b squared. 12 squared and 10 squared. The 12 squared is the hypotenuse. Then 12 times 12 is equal 144. Then the 10 squared is the opposite b squared. 10 times 10. 10 times 10 equals 100. 144 minus 100 should be 44. Square root of 44 is 6.332495. Now, the 6 squared should be the 12 squared is the hypotenuse. The 10 squared equal is opposite. Then the 6 squared is adjacent. Interpretation. The answer we get using the Pythagorean theorem represents the actual distance between 2 points. It shows the shortest path, also called the hypotenuse of the right triangle. This right triangle shows the opposite, hypotenuse, and adjacent. In real life, this can be used in navigation, finding the shortest route of the ship, maps, and measure the distance between location, construction, ensuring the right angle. This means instead of traveling in the two-way directions, we can calculate a direction path, saving time and distance. For example, imagine a ship traveling across the ocean, moves 6 kilometers east and 8 kilometers north, and we can use the theorem to find the shortest path between the starting point of the destination. This shortest path saves time, fuel, and effort, which is very important in the real-life navigation. The same idea is also used in the maps, construction, and engineering, where accurate distance measurement is needed. In simple terms, the Pythagorean theorem helps us understand how distances are connected and allow us to find the most efficient path in the real-world situations. Summary. To summarize, the Pythagorean theorem is a fundamental concept in the mathematics that help us find the missing side of the right triangle, where A and B are the short side and C is the hypotenuse or the longest side of that triangle. Through this lesson, we learn how to identify the parts of the right triangle, apply the formula, and solve for unknown value step by step. We also saw how this theorem is used in a real-life situation such as navigation, map reading, construction, and also engineering. Overall, the Pythagorean theorem is not just a formula, it is just a power to help us understand the distance relationship in the real world. Now, let's talk about a fun and interactive way to learn the Pythagorean theorem through a game. The type of the game is an adventure puzzle game. In this game, called a right triangle, rescue the player, control and rescue ship navigating across the ocean. The goal is to reach standard seller by choosing the correct path. However, to move forward, the player must solve a Pythagorean problem. Here's how the games work. The player is given the right missing side lengths. They must solve for the unknown value using the formula. After solving, the player chooses the right correct answer. If the answer is correct, the ship moves forward safely. But if the answer is wrong, the ship may hit obstacles like waves or a storm. Let's look at the sample problem. If side A is 3 and the side B is 4, we need to find C. The hypotenuse by applying the formula. The answer is 5. This allows the player to move forward. Here's another example. If the hypotenuse C is 30 and the side A is 5, we solve for the other side. The correct answer is 12, which is again helps the pair continue the journey. This game connects to real life because the Pythagorean theorem is used as navigation, maps, and shape movements and helps find the shortest distance between 2 points, which is very important in the real world situations. That's all, and thank you.